Ben Simmons is one of the game's most revolutionary players. He's quick, he's powerful, he's explosive. He should be one of the all-time greatest players in the NBA, and quite frankly, he should go down the Hall of Fame. But even though his athleticism and production should be where it is, not really to some Sixer fans. And why is that? In my view, it's because we have turned a 6'10" power forward into an NBA point guard. And frankly, I think it's ridiculous. In this video, we will be going to a full in-depth analysis on what I think is the most underrated and most dominant player that we have on this team, including Joel Embiid. And those two should win a championship. If you like what you see on the content, feel free to subscribe and like. And let's get this party started on how good the Sixer team should be with Ben Simmons. Now look here on this pick and roll. It's going to be a pick and roll with Shake Milton receiving the pass, then Ben rolls and gets the dunk. This is a power forward. Not only that, it's a dynamic power forward. And here you're going to see in transition, Shake Milton pick up the ball, and then Ben's going to get it out of you. I have never seen a 6'10" player go end to end as quickly as Ben Simmons does, and is a threat like he is. Imagine Josh Smith with Ben's explosiveness and handles, and you get an idea. Ben Simmons actually finishes over 52% on isolation attempts, but we only run isolation 13% of the time with Ben Simmons. Tobias Harris shoots 38% on isolation and gets isolation possessions 33% of the time. It literally doesn't make no sense. Here in transition again, look at how much space there is, and look how dynamic Ben Simmons is with space on the court. Here again, you're going to see another pick and roll between Ben Simmons and Matisse 5 all this time. Ben sets the screen, he rolls, he dunks. It's just obvious to me on tape to see that Ben Simmons could be one of the all-time great power forwards. As long as we have Ben advancing the ball at the top of the key, we're just not using his skill set the way that we should. So you wouldn't think it, but there's such a thing as a spot-up dunk, spot-up finish, as Ben gets the pass from Toby and he finishes it. I like this for Ben Simmons. I really think it helps his game a lot. And this is just a unique play right here. Just look how Ben Simmons is able to spin and get this reverse layup. And the big reason for this is that the Bucks weren't really able to converge. They should have converged, they didn't decide to, and then Ben gets the reverse layup. When Ben Simmons has space, any type of space, so this is just a ridiculous play. Tobias Harris misses the layup, and Ben Simmons is able to come up and get this offensive rebound for a dunk. Plays like this show you why I believe that Ben Simmons can be a Hall of Fame power forward. Look at that speed and quickness, it's just unbelievable. So the Sixers actually are average at pick and roll according to Synergy, and in fact they don't have too many ball handlers. Their best 3 ball handlers are Shake Milton, Josh Richardson, and Alex Burks, who we don't play a lot. But take a look at all this space that's created off this pick and roll by Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. You don't have to have it at the snub position all the time. You can have it up high, and they'll still finish at the rim. So this is what the snub position is. So you see Joel Embiid come up on the same block. Normally you think this is bad, but Embiid is actually here to set the screen, and it sets Ben free. This snub play that Ben Brown has designed really does work for the two of them. I think we should run it more often, along with up high. Is there a more special play in transition than Ben Simmons? Look how he has a steamy and only has one man to beat and he lays it up. Once he's in that situation, it's over. I included too many clips, and that's because I wanted to focus solely on the offense. But check out how Ben is able to pressure and then get the steal and pass to Al Horford. The Sixers ranked 23rd in steals and blocks, and that's because they went conservative on their defense. I want us to be aggressive again so we can get Ben in transition, Al in transition, Matisse in transition, Shake in transition. This is the better transition team than the looks. It just needs to be used more. Much as I appreciate Ben Simmons trying to get somewhere with his handle, I more appreciate him going for the back door and getting it out of you dunk. He's a power forward, point blank simple. So this is the horn screen with the backdoor cut. Why don't we run this with Joel? Tobias Harris is really an underrated fit with Ben Simmons. Watch how Ben is able to get the ball. Tobias runs the transition and gets the layup. This happens virtually every other game. They are great together. So here in transition, Miami foolishly is on the strong weak side. Tobias Harris is able to take advantage and get the dunk. Look how these two players have great chemistry on this give and go right here. We really need to help Tobias Harris be a better player. I don't know how it's feasible to watch this attacking and Ben cutting off of it and dunking and think he's anything but a power forward. Believe it or not, the Sixers actually are ninth in the league against the zone defense, and the reason that is that Ben Simmons is such a dangerous role and finish man, it just makes sense to keep him a power forward for the rest of his career. It makes the team better, it makes him better too. This is with James Ennis on the perimeter. Now imagine any other guard being on the perimeter. It would have been so easy. Also, when you play a second guard with Ben Simmons, it really opens up the transition game. Watch how Shake Milton is an available pass option. Ben's still able to finish it himself. But just by having another guard or a wing, the defense is attracted to him, and Ben Simmons gets the one-on-one, and you don't form the wall. That is really crucial for the Sixers to counter the wall, because the wall is the only thing that can stop them. Here's another transition bucket with Shake Milton finishing the layup. And all that really happened because of Ben Simmons and Shake Milton running together in transition. It really is crucial for Ben to have another outlet like that in the lineup. When we converge on defense like this, it opens up so many opportunities. And then the Batiste Barber video has to be coming here soon. I love this kid. Him, Ben, Joel, Javic, they should be in Orlando. Ben Simmons is absolutely lethal in transition once again. I really like when he's able to get one-on-one. The issue is that Ben sometimes has turnover problems. That's why he wants Shake Milton. You can give him Shake Milton, he can focus more on finishing. One last side note. If you were going to play Ben Simmons on the perimeter, watch how he likes to attack off the angles from the corners. He is clearly a small forward like LeBron James and Giannis. I don't get it. We're playing this guy at the top of the key when we could be putting him at the corners, at the angles, and he could drive and finish up everybody from there. But no, put him at the top of the key because he has to be magic. The Sixers are actually one of the best cutting teams in the NBA. They're also one of the best screening teams. They run these plays 4% of the time, and it's just outrageous. Look how Horford, who is historically a great passer, able to take advantage and feed Ben off the cut. More of this, please. I beg of you, Brett. This will unlock this team. I'm going to close this out. I really love Ben Simmons. I love his athleticism. I love his transition game. I love his amazing defense. I love his passing. I love everything about him. It's really just a matter of how we can get the best out of him. By putting him at power forward, we eliminate all his weaknesses. No more talk about the jump shot and just talk about one of the rarest 6'10 athletes ever. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to get more content. I'm going to get better. And I'm going to get you the best content possible for the Sixers franchise. Because only the best is acceptable for the best team, the best city, and the best sport in the world, basketball. It's been my love. It's been my passion. And in the 21st century, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are the ones responsible for reviving that love for this team, for this city. And I'm going to root for them in Orlando. Let's go Sixers!